production lab. It's basically like a 3-month program where in evenings and weekends we get together and we bring young people interested in filmmaking together with industry professionals to learn different parts of the industry. So they've met, showrunners, directors, DPs, marketing people, lawyers, like editors, anyone we could basically have come talk to us. They also did the illumination program with MBS, the MBS group. So it's kind of like professional grips and gaffers in the studios here at Kaufman teach them. Brian Korn, one of our board members in the back there, gave them a whole session on pitching. He's VP of content at Sony Pictures Television Kids. And so kind of we bring industry people in to work with our kids, connect with our kids. And then they, in the meantime, are also working on creating their own film together, which you saw her, the one about the college student who poisons her roommate. That was their idea, not mine, just FYI. So if you can go down the line and just tell us your name.
My name is Lonray Oridote.
Jeremy Casamisi.
Hello, I'm Mimi Zhang.
And actually maybe tell where you went to school, like what because you're in high school, you graduated, you're in college, so sorry.
I'm in high school. I go to Academy of American Studies.
I go to Hunter College.
I graduated from Barnard College.
My name is William, and I'm a sophomore at St. John's Prep.
My name is Nicole, and I also go to Academy of American Studies.
My name is Sophia, and I go to John Dewey High School.
My name is Jade, and I go to High School of Art and Design.
My name is Piper Buckley, and I graduated from the University of Toledo.
And starting with Piper and going back down, I guess Piper was the person who came up with the idea of poisoning a roommate. What was one of your favorite parts, if you had any, of the workshop? Like one of all the people you met and things you did?
Even though I wasn't able to go to both of the lighting and grip workshops, I really enjoyed that, to meet studio professionals and then like get to do it all together. I really enjoyed that.
I wasn't there for both of the filming days, but I really enjoyed the day that I was there. It was being poisoned. It was really good. It was a really enjoyable experience. It was great.
Well, sorry for poisoning you, but I think my favorite thing was just meeting people who also had the same passions and ideas for their future. I personally don't have many people around me who are into film and just art, and being able to be surrounded by people who have same passions, ideas, and just are able to hold a conversation about film was very refreshing, and being able to agree on same ideas and just aspects of film and stuff.
I think my favorite part was actually being on set and, getting to learn, and, see everyone kind of, do what they love and then also, learn from them. So I think that was probably my favorite part.
My favorite part would have to be probably learning, the different types of, the industry and, acting, recording, and, dealing with, the lighting and sound.
I think my favorite part was the grips and the lighting workshop. Also just attending these workshops in general, networking with people, getting to know their background in the film industry was very insightful.
We did the Ari camera workshop.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree that the illumination workshop was very special, and those guys have 20 years of industry experience and the craziest stories. But it was very insightful. For 2 days, it felt like a year of school, so it was wonderful.
Yeah, my favorite part was when we were filming the movie. It was really fun to work with everyone.
Cool. And what, if anything, did you find challenging about filmmaking?
Remembering my lines was really hard, and I kept laughing during some of the scenes.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, bouncing off that. Yeah, I mean, we're not all actors. We were here to learn how to make a movie, and then Nina's act in it, and we're okay. So it was fun to be on a light on 1 second and then move over and sit in a chair and wear a suit and tie and have to be a lawyer the next. But yeah.
I think for me, it's like knowing what's like right and wrong, I guess. I feel like in this industry, like art is really subjective, so there's not really a right or wrong answer. And I felt like I didn't really have the confidence to be like, oh, I don't know if this is a good shot, whatever that means. But yeah, slowly working through it.
Trusting yourself.
Yeah.
Probably like having to like move the camera for all the different like angles and shots.
For me, I worked on sound and it was like very, very long. We took a long time, filming. So I feel like that was like very hefty. But then the day after I did slate, and I think, it was refreshing to, kind of like move between things. But it was also hard because like, I didn't have on-set experience. So it was a little challenging, but like I had the help of others and like everyone was super nice and helpful.
For me, it was probably crying in front of a room of people. We did like 4 takes, and every time they'd be like, okay, cut. And I just have to be like, okay, let's go again. But it was a lot better because we filmed the crying scene on the second day, so I was a lot more comfortable with everyone. But again, it goes back to, meeting people who are comfortable with around that area of film and stuff. So, but crying was definitely very awkward.
We did drop you.
Yes, but I also had to have that like choked up thing. I am good at on command crying, but they had to help me a little bit.
We gave her tears.
Yep.
I think for me, it was just doing the same shot over and over again. We had to do that a lot just to make sure it was perfect, whatever like perfect is. But I think we got really comfortable with each other, just doing the same thing over and over again.
Give the editors enough takes. I think the most challenging but also the most rewarding and fun is working within like our resources that we have, so kind of adapting to that. I know like the day that we got into the studio we had to change rooms, and so it was like, okay, how are we gonna light this place, how are we gonna find different angles for the camera, like how's the sound in this room. So like within our certain amount of time we have to do all that, set up the cameras, make sure we adapt. So the continuous and ever-changing adaptation of indie filmmaking but it's also so yeah
That's funny. You prepare and then you expect everything to go wrong.
exactly, yeah. But that's also the fun in it because you learn from that as well.
Well, it's fun for certain types of people. You have to be a little crazy.
Yeah, true.
And it's good. Advice for other people, younger or not.
Younger or
who
not.
might want to do film. What you've seen of it.
Film jobs are not always the ones that pay the bills, but are the ones that are very rewarding and fulfilling for like your sole purpose, I would say. So finding the, ebb and flow of, okay, when you're an adult and then you have to pay bills, what other thing can I do to make rent, for example? And then also, feed your soul, because that's important, yeah.
I think for me, the rough draft isn't always going to be perfect. You have to just like be really patient with your idea, and eventually once you take enough tries, then it's going to turn out the way that you want it to turn out.
I think a big thing for me is surrounding yourself with people who you can feel comfortable and inspired, because I think collaboration is a big part of this industry, bouncing off with like ideas and just what like in the moment sporadic things, like because I remember on set we had Bix just lie underneath the table with the mic, and we just made a day out of it. And I think just having the right people also helps a lot of the time. So even if it's like in your high school, you can just use your phone, have some fun with it. Again, if it's bad, doesn't really matter. Everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah, you learn from the bad ones.
Yeah,
You might
and
learn more from the bad ones, honestly.
so yeah, it doesn't even have to be a lot of people. It can just be you and your best friend. So I think it's just collaboration and connections a lot of the time helps.
I think my biggest piece of advice is to just like go for it and like, you know, find opportunities like, you know, anywhere, because there always is going to be an opportunity and like people that you're going to meet that like really like film. So I feel like that's my biggest piece of advice.
I think to be able to surround yourself with people you know and to get like comfortable and yeah.
I guess my advice would be progress over perfection, kind of echoing everyone. Just making it is like a lot, and thinking through it is a lot. So, yeah.
I would say lean into your style, which a lot of the films that played tonight, fantastic use of that. Everybody's films are so different, but you could see unique voices shining through, and I think that's everybody's superpower when it comes to filmmaking or art in general. Don't try to copy anybody, so just trust your voice and keep making movies.
I guess my advice would be like to just take it easy while you're making them. Like, don't try and stress yourself out. Have fun with what you're doing.
Very nice. Thank you all so much. Congratulations on your work.